100 crew. Oh.
All rise. Chief Engineer Joseph Bell estimated the ship would sink in approximately 60 minutes. That time has slipped through your fingers.
Team, you made a valiant effort. Personally, silently reflect on how did you show up as a leader and what would you do differently?
Well, I wanted to keep track of, say, the passengers, the crew, and the ship. Lots of times we jumped right into an action without thinking about its long-term effects, because we just wanted to act now. You know, especially when we jumped right in to move toward the Carpathia, there was no analysis behind it. It was just idea, action it, go. You know, when we got our outcome, it was like, this has such dire effects, it's actually going to make us sink faster. So what I would do differently, we would, you know, have an idea and, I don't know, do a sort of quick analysis on it and think about what implications and impacts those ideas have, while still keeping our eyes on our three main objectives.
It's a fantastic tool that will allow you to listen better, hear those ideas, and add on to them. And it's called yes and. Yes meaning I've heard you and I'm acknowledging you, and meaning I'm going to layer on to something you've already said, or that reminds me of something else and I'm going to continue that thought. Here's how it works in a virtual space. We list a question, first person answers that question, and it works well when we do it alphabetically. So we'll go Amy, Robin, Tom, and I'll start. The question is, what do you value most in a team member? I value most in a team member authenticity. Amy, ready to catch? Here comes
Yep.
Yes and.
Yes, and I value authenticity as well as integrity. Robin?
Fantastic. Toss it to Robin. Nice.
Thank you, Amy. Yes, and one of the things that I look for and respect in my team members is those that are willing to show up and do the work.
All right, pass it over to Tom.
Got it.
Good catch, Tom.
Thank you. I appreciate thoughtfulness in a team member. Team members that think about what they're doing, like necessarily before they do it.
Thank you, Tom. Throw it back. Thank you very much. Officers, the architect was incorrect. We do have more than the design time. The passengers, the crew, and the Titanic.
Woohoo!
Have swift actions, consider all of your resources, and save the passengers, the crew, and the ship. Your experience starts again.